Hello, anti-novelists, Lilligans, curious onlookers, and friends. Welcome back to this episode of Zettelkasten for Fiction, where imagination finds order. I have been writing along at a wonderful clip this afternoon, and I had an entirely different video planned for you, but something came up, and I wanted to show you in real time how you harness the power of the Zettelkasten and how your notebox will keep you from going off the rails. It'll keep you from getting into the weeds, and most importantly, will help you get your writing done. This is so exciting because this is literally happening right now, and I thought, oof, this is a perfect example to make this a teaching moment and show you how this cool thing works. So here is the book I'm writing for you. This is numbered by chapter, so you can see lots of nice beefy stuff in there. So here's where I am. I just finished making this lovely little 7900 card because what I was thinking was I'm going to put this book, Zettelkasten for Fiction, under 7900 over here in my notebox, okay? So that was my thought process. Just off the top of my head, I hadn't really numbered the major components of this book yet, and now that I have enough written that I've got a nice meaty chunk, I thought I'm just going to install those cards. Well, what's the first thing that I did? First thing that I did was I went to my index. Some of you may already know, rather than an A to Z card index, instead I use an A to Z set of tabs in a happy planner, and I've got two of each. I've got two A's, right? I've got two B's, two C's, so forth and so on. So plenty of real estate for making my indexes. So, you know, like here's my C index. You can see there's some cards I've separated out into collections of same C words, C items. The one I want to take you to, however, is what I just did right before I started filming. I went over to my Z tab because I was thinking Zettelkasten for Fiction, where imagination finds order. Where am I going to file the cards that I'm using to write this book, right? I was going to use 7900. Au contraire. When I came over here to my Z index tab, check it out. Zettelkasten for personal knowledge management, 1100. For fiction, 1110. And I had already started installing some elements of Zettelkasten for Fiction that I was using in another course that I co-teach with the esteemed Kathleen Sprecklin over in LiLLiPub, which is linked down below. So I had already started this process months back, and I just had forgotten that I had already given it that numbering system. So let's go over to the box and see what we find. If I come over here, and I've clipped these together just to make it easy to find them so I'm not fumbling around. If I look at my 1110.4 card, okay, that is on dialogues and questions, okay? Let's look at 1110.5, and this one has a /A. This is the process of research-driven writing. So these are cards that I've already put together to include in this book that I'm writing for you, and they're already numbered 1110.5. Then I see I've got some more cards on research-driven writing. And then, bada boom, I jumped to 1200. What does that mean? That means all of the real estate after 1110.5 is open. All of those numbers up to 1200 are open. So where am I going to start specifically with these cards that apply to this book that I'm writing for you? You get to see me do it in real time. These cards, Zettelkasten for Fiction, the book, and my abbreviation for this is ZKFXN. I always put a little dot. So now I know that is this book, and then I'm going to add the subtitle, tagline, which is Where Imagination Finds Order, and this is going to get 1150. Check it out. Fully installed in my index. Now, when I go to Zettelkasten under my little Z tab, and I'm looking for all of the cards that I am creating and using to write this book for you, I know they live in my box under 1150. So what I will probably do is I will go 1150.1, .2, .3, .4, .5, and each of those dots will be a chapter. So then if we go over here to my Scrivener and we take a look at those chapters, then bada boom, right here. Part 1, which I showed you yesterday, setting up your system. Chapter 1, setting up your ZK, will now be 1150.1. The plot box, 1150.2. Types of writers, 1150.3, and so forth and so on. So that is how your index, if you are thorough and record card systems, categories, collections, as soon as you create them, get that stuff in your index and get numbers on them, your index will keep you from going wrong every time. I was dangerously close to creating a whole new number for this book that I'm writing for you, and instead my index sent me right to where I already needed to go, which is where the cards that are relevant to this book already exist. So now I'm going to continue writing. I've got 2 more sprints in me to finish this evening, so I'm going to blast off and keep on writing. I am at word count. Where are we at today, since I like to touch base on Sunday and let you know exactly how we're doing? Today I can report I am at word count 26,747. Look at that. Woo! I've not added in today's words yet, obviously, because I haven't started my sprints, because I've been doing this for you. But I will get back to work. I will get the writing done. I just wanted you to see in real time my making the discovery that I don't need to start over and go crazy and in the weeds. My index has already done the work for me, and I just keep on numbering and keep on going. Keep on writing this book for you. So I hope you're having a terrific Sunday. The weather here on the cattle ranch is beautiful, so I'm going to get my sprints done and spend a little time outdoors with the family on this holiday weekend. So, as always, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and spending your time with me. I know that is our most valuable resource, but I love working on this project for you. So, have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow.